The rusty West Indies face upbeat Sri Lanka with series on the line. Wonderful peeps, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's about SAE. Bless up on yourself and thank you all for tuning into this one. So my peeps, what you really want to zoom in, we're going to take a quick preview of the West Indies versus Sri Lanka for the second ODI where, it's a up toss for them or upbeat toss for them because they're looking extremely rusty. But my peeps, if it's the first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first to alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. So both sides are unlikely to change a single eye. Matter of fact, both sides are, I think, unlikely to change. As Sri Lanka eyed their first batters ODI series win since 2003 over West Indies. So, my people, let's look at the big picture. The last match, the West Indies never really performed anything up to par that we were expecting. The batting kind of dim a little in the middle phase near to the back end. I thought they played a bowler instead of an extra batter. You understand, which were a problem. But I hopefully they correct it for the second ODI because it's a match that determined the series win. Right? So, the big picture, guys. West Indies look to make it 1-1. A first ODI win in the West Indies since 2013, and more importantly, a winning start to Gary Kristen tenure as head coach. Right? The action now returns to the same venue after the second after 3 games as the host seeks to keep the series alive and both sides look to implement any learning from the first game. For Kristen and Sri Lanka, there were elements of the veteran coach seeking to come to terms with the talents at his disposal and identify their best fit. The promotion of Camundo Mendes to the top of the order, while not coming off on Wednesday, it is one such example. While Crystal Mendes' aggression through the middle overs showed that captaincy has not dulled his attacking instincts. Right, so Sri Lanka, before this series, guys, Sri Lanka got a new head coach, new captain, new vice captain, new everything. It's just like a restarting button Sri Lanka hit, guys. Mind sharp West Indies have to take that role as well. But I'm not saying anything for now because I saw enough people calling for Darren Sammy to be fired and ready if he lose this series, ready. But I'm not gonna jump on the bandwagon right about now, my people. You understand? Because it doesn't make no sense in terms of we can talk as much as we want, but the action won't change the decision making by the board or whosoever is in charge. But let's zoom in on the West Indies. For West Indies, the problem certainly outweighs the positives, despite the quick start provided by their openers. Something that is most scenarios ought to have helped break the spin of a 300 plus chase. The middle order struggled to contend with Sri Lanka's spinners. There also seemed to be a distinct lack of clarity in their batting approach, unlike in T20s where they are a side renowned for the ability to clear the boundaries with regularity in the 50 over format, perhaps owing to the fact this was their first such assignment in 6 months. There seems to be some rustiness and even unease around the need to build at peace through the middle. It's just the fact that you never pick the right team and some players are not available, etc. You understand? Or I don't even know what to say, my people, but but let's continue. Nevertheless, there will be strands to cling to heading into Saturday's second ODI, which is today. Practically, the execution of their plans is in shackling Pathum Nissanka. At the same time, it will have been impressed on the top order the importance of capitalizing on their start. So let's run through a little stats, guys. Right from the West Indies have last five match. For the last five match, people most recently lose, 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 lose. Sri Lanka win, lose, lose, win, lose. So Sri Lanka is on a better record, guys. The West Indies seem like they're stuck in a losing scenario, right? I don't even want to go into no spotlight, guys, because it doesn't make sense. Because you're gonna hear saying spotlight and West Indies should rely on Rasta and Chase, West Indies should rely on Shea. I don't even want to get into that part of the preview. You understand? I'm gonna go to the teams, my people, right? Because we already know what the West Indies have to offer and what the Sri Lankan had to have to offer. So the team's news, guys. West Indies will most probably go in with an unchanged 11. I don't think so. I think something has to change. You have to play an extra batter. You have to go give a Django opportunity or somebody else because Shimanet May I think will not be available for the second ODI. So you have to go give somebody else the opportunity. You can't be going in with five straight bowlers and they can't get the job done. So probably 11, John Campbell, Justin Greaves, Casey Carter, Shea Hope, Sherfin Rutherford, Rastan Chase, Matthew Ford, Ulakish Moti, Alzari Joseph, Jaden Seals, and Amir Django. That's the 11 I'm gonna go in with. I need an extra batter. Um, Sri Lanka will likely feel an unchanged lineup. Though considering Sri Lanka's stack seam bowling department and the reverse swing and offer in the first game, wouldn't be surprised to see Ishan Malinga brought into 11. So probably Pathum Desanka, Kamindo Mendes, Kuzal Mendes, captain, Pavan, Charit Asalanka, Janet, Manindo Asaranga Milan, Mahistik Shana, Dismanta Chahir, 11, Asif Fernandez slash Ethan Malinga. Right, so the pitch condition, guys, let's reference that the Savannah Park, unlikely traditional slower pitches allows batters to hit through the line if they survive the initial new ball spell. There was also some assistance for the spinners and offer in the first game. So expect similar once more. The match is a day and night encounter, meaning that dew might be a factor in the second innings. Weather reports indicate a chance of rain in the afternoon, but clear thereafter. I don't really want to dive into the stats, but people just hope the West Indies can bounce back. Because I don't even know what to say to you guys because I'm not gonna really. I'm trying not to really stress myself too much over this West Indies cricket. You understand and what they are doing and when they lose. I try not to just let it go. If I can see last month I didn't do a review of the match result. I don't because I know I'm too passionate about it that I'm gonna feel headache or say something I shouldn't have said. But my peeps, leave your thoughts down below. Alright, bless up.